Revise once again. Which entities are required to create DRR and transfer to debenture redemption reserve investment? So tell me, all India financial institutions and banking companies. Simple one answer, whether it is listed or whether it is public issue or private. Neither you need to transfer to DRR, nor you need to invest in debenture redemption reserve investment account. Okay. So the moment you see all India financial institution or a banking company in a question, then you don't have to create a DRR. So you don't have to also make investment in debenture redemption reserve investment. If you see in the question NBFC and HFC, NBFC matlab non-banking finance company, and HFC mean हाउसिंग फाइनेंस कंपनी. यहां पर आपका आंसर डिफरेंट होगा. इफ इट इज अ लिस्टेड कंपनी, फॉर पब्लिक इशू DRR नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, बट डिबेंचर रिडम्पशन रिजर्व इन्वेस्टमेंट विल बी रिक्वायर्ड. इफ इट इज प्राइवेट प्लेसमेंट, DRR not required, debenture redemption reserve investment. And if it is an NBFC or HFC which is unlisted, DRR not required, debenture redemption reserve investment also not required. For other companies, check whether listed or unlisted. Listed company public issue, DRR not required, DRRI required. Private placement, DRR not required. Debenture redemption reserve investment required. Unlisted company, DRR, this is the only situation where DRR is required, and it is now restricted to, what was the earlier figure? Earlier it was 25%. So even if you don't remember that, it is not required. Only remember for other unlisted company, 10% will be required and debenture redemption reserve investment will be required. Right? Can we use DRR for any purpose? Can we use DRRI for any purpose? What about the partly convertible debenture? Should we make full provision, full DRR, or only for non-convertible portion? Only for non-convertible portion. Very good. Okay. What is the last date of making investment in debenture redemption reserve investment? 30th April. In case if you are redeeming debenture in the next year, 31st March. And what is the amount of investment to be made here? 15%. 15%. Okay. 15%. So as a student, you will check in the question whether DRR is there or not. If not, you will create the DRR. But only if it is a unlisted company other than All India Financial Institution, Bank, NBFC, HFC. Okay, then you will create DRR. You will also check whether there is 15% investment or not. If not, you will make the investment. Right? So this was about the legal aspect. Now we'll come to accounting part. Quickly revise. First is when you are going to create a DRR, the entry will be P&L account debit to DRR account. When you are going to make investment in investment, DRR investment account debit to bank account. And when you will receive the interest on investment, bank to interest on DRR investment. Then interest on DRR investment will be transferred to profit and loss account. Next entry, redemption of debenture. You will sell the investment. Entry for sale of investment. Bank to DRR investment. Okay. And then you will pass an entry, debenture to debenture holder account. And the last, you will make the payment, debenture holder to bank. And after the debentures are redeemed, the balance in DRR account will be transferred to, so it will become a free reserve now. Now you can use it for any purpose. Till that time it will remain in DRR account. You can't pay dividend, you can't issue bonus share, you can't adjust losses, right? So the entry for transfer to general reserve will be DRR account debit to general reserve. Is it right? Some companies can purchase own debenture from the market. So some extra entries we will pass, but then that I will cover in a separate heading. Okay. Own debenture entries will be covered separately. Now next is methods of redemption of debenture. So debentures can be redeemed by paying the amount in lump sum. Lump sum means the entire amount, the entire principal amount will be paid on maturity. Is it right? So you have to pay interest first and then you have to pay the principal amount. So if it is a 5-year debenture, interest will be paid 5 times, and in the last year the principal amount will also be paid. So will the interest amount change or it will remain same? It will remain same. Suppose 5 lakh 10% debenture. So every year you have to pay 50,000 each, right? Entry for redemption of debenture in case of lump sum. First pass an entry for amount due, debenture account debit, premium payable on redemption of debenture account debit if any, to debenture holder account to bank. But in case if you have to pay premium, first you have to create a liability, securities premium account debit to premium payable on redemption of debenture account. If securities premium account is not there or does not have enough balance, then I can use general reserve or profit and loss account. And then example we have discussed, 10 lakh rupees the face value, 14% is rate of interest. Now how the interest will be paid in this problem? First 5 year you will pay interest at the rate of 14% on 10 lakh. How much is that? 1 lakh? Sure. 1,40,000 interest paid every year. So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is a lump sum payment problem, then every year you will have to pass an entry for interest payment for 5 years. Plus in the last year you will also have to pass entry for redemption of 10 lakh. This is how you have to make the payment of interest and installment where lump sum amount is to be redeemed. Sometimes companies may have a installment redemption also. Like this example, I'll show you. They have issued debenture of 10 lakh on 1st January 2020. 2 lakh rupees will be redeemed on 30th September 2021. Then 4 lakh rupees will be redeemed on 31st March 2022 and 4 lakh will be redeemed on 30th September 2023. Now the question is how the interest will be paid on this. How the interest will be paid on this. This is the timeline. Debentures were issued on 1st January 2020. Up to 30th September 2021. Interest will be paid on 10 lakh. At what rate? Suppose rate is 10%. Suppose it's not given. Let us make it 10% debenture. Then from this date till the next payment was made, 31st March 2022. Interest will be paid on which amount? 8 lakh. 2 lakh has been redeemed. 2 lakh has been, whatever is the interest rate. And then again here 4 lakh has been redeemed. Interest will be paid up to 30th September 23. 30th September 23. Interest will be paid on which amount now? 4 lakh has gone. 4 lakh rupees. And after this date, again, I think redemption has completed. Okay, ignore this. So 10 lakh for this period, 8 lakh for this period, and 4 lakh for this period. then the debenture will be redeemed. So calculation of interest has to be done carefully in such questions, right? This is we have completed up to this point yesterday. Okay, so that was a quick revision of what we have done till yesterday. Now the next mode of redemption is conversion of debenture into shares. Conversion of debenture into shares. What do you mean by conversion into share? So this is debenture. As per the terms of issue of debenture, company can convert into equity share. So what will be the status of debenture holder now? He will become a shareholder. So in company's book, what will happen to debenture? Will debenture still appear? It will be converted into share capital. So what are the entries we will pass? Let us see. First, understand conversion means debentures will be converted into a certain number of shares that they will mention in the terms of the issue. In the prospectus, they will mention that this is how debentures will be converted into shares. Convertible debentures are those which carry a provision of conversion in a number of shares at par or at premium on or before a certain date. So debentures can be converted into equity share. Equity share can be issued at par or equity share can be issued at premium also. Like for example, I'll ask you a few questions. Answer rapidly. Face value of debenture is 10 lakh and for the purpose of conversion, issue price of share is 10 rupee. So number of share to be issued 1 lakh. Face value is 10 lakh. Issue price is 10 rupee face value plus 40 rupees premium. So equity share will be issued at 50 rupees per share. So this time how many equity share will be issued? 20,000. Is it 20,000? Yes. So that will do the calculation. Check from the problem. What is the value of debenture to be converted and what is the issue price of equity share? You will be able to calculate the number of share. Suppose the question is face value is 10 lakh. Only 50% are convertible. Only 50% are, and the issue price is say 50 rupees again. So how many equity share will be issued? And what about the balance? What is cash paid? How much cash will be paid? 5 lakh. Cash payment will be 5 lakh. So this time you have to redeem partly in cash, partly in the form of conversion. Partly in cash and partly in the form of conversion, right? So that is how you will do the calculation. A convertible debenture gives the holder the option to convert it into shares. Many companies issue what is called optionally convertible debenture. What it is called? Optionally convertible debenture. What is an optionally convertible debenture? Debenture holder has a choice, an option to convert into share. So after say for example 5 years, he will see what is the market value of equity share and what is the amount of cash I am going to receive. Whichever is higher, he will choose that option. So in that case, the option is given to the debenture holder. If he wants to get share, company will issue him share. And if he wants cash, the company will pay him cash. Okay. So what is the benefit of convertible debenture to the company? What is the benefit of convertible debenture to the company? Cash is not required to be paid. And it is a form of delayed equity financing. Means they don't have to issue equity share immediately. Equity share will be issued at a later date. suppose after 5 years they are converting, so at least for 5 years they don't have to issue the equity share. So it is also called delayed form of equity financing, because equity share will be issued at a later date and they don't have to pay cash. So cash is saved. Cash balance is saved. You don't have to pay the cash. Okay. Now when the debentures are converted into share, the conversion process is based on either conversion ratio or conversion price. Now the questions can come in two ways. For example, they will say number of debentures. You will answer, okay, very easy. Number of debentures 10,000. Conversion ratio. Conversion ratio 2 equity shares for 1 debenture. This is called conversion ratio. Number of equity share to be issued for 1 debenture. So the very easy question, what is the number of equity shares to be issued? 10,000 into 2. So in this case, if the conversion ratio is 2, means 20,000 equity share will be issued. Okay, one more example. Number of debentures 10,000. Conversion ratio 1 equity share will be issued for every 5 debenture. For every 5 debenture. So this time the answer is number of equity shares will be 1 by 5 of 10,000. So read carefully the question. It can be 2:1, 1:5. So accordingly calculate the number of equity share to be issued. Conversion price, I gave you some example. Suppose the face value, one more time, 10 lakh. Face value of debenture is 10 lakh and the issue price of equity share is 50 rupees per share. 50 rupees per share. So what is the number of equity share that will be issued? 10 lakh is the value of debenture. 50 divided by 50, how much? This way they can ask you the question. They can give you the issue price. Then you have to find the number of equity share to be issued. So see, what is the amount payable to debenture holder divided by issue price. Amount payable divided by issue price will give you number of equity share to be issued. A conversion ratio means how many shares will be received for each convertible debenture already held. Example, you see, a company has 10,000 12% convertible debenture of rupees 100 each. 10 each. Every 10 debenture are convertible into 12 equity share of rupees 10 each. Every 10 debenture are convertible into 12 equity share of rupees 10 each. Is it right? So what will be the number of equity share to be issued? What will be the number of debenture to be, number of equity share to be issued? Is the answer 12,000? Sure. Is everybody getting 12,000? How did you get 12,000? First you will take 10 debentures are convertible into 12 equity share. So 10,000 debenture will be converted into how many equity shares? So use your arithmetic. Is the answer coming to 12,000? Yes, very good. The conversion price is sometimes given instead of conversion ratio. जो मैंने अभी 2-3 एग्जाम्पल बताए, they might just give you the issue price of equity share. So कितना क्या करना है? Total value of debenture to be converted divided by issue price of equity share. Now we'll come to journal entries. Journal entries will be like this. First you will pass entry for amount due to debenture holder. Amount entry, convertible debenture account debit. If any premium is payable on redemption, then premium on redemption of debenture account debit to debenture holder account. This entry you have to pass in every type of problem. Wherever you have to redeem the debenture account debit, premium on redemption of debenture account debit to debenture holder account. And then this time the debentures will be converted into shares. Sometimes old debenture can be converted into new debenture also. Sometimes old debenture can be converted into preference share also. So according to the question, solve. Entry for conversion will be debenture holder account debit. Which figure? Same figure, this one. Copy this figure, paste in second entry. If debentures are converted into new debenture, possible? Company will ask debenture holder, don't take cash, we'll give you fresh debenture which will carry 1% more interest. So you will agree, is it right? So if the new debentures are issued at a discount, then this will come, discount on issue of debenture account debit. Usually this will not come, but we have written a comprehensive entry to debenture account new. In case if share capital is issued, to equity share capital. In case if preference shares are issued, to preference share capital. And in case if debenture, preference share or equity share are issued at a premium, then you will also credit securities premium account. Is it right? So according to question, you have to solve and pass this entry. Old debenture can be converted into new debenture. Old debenture can be converted into preference share. Old debenture can be converted into equity share. And this debenture, equity share or preference share can be issued at par or at premium, sometimes rarely at a discount. If at a discount, then you have to debit the discount account also here. Okay. So now we'll solve few questions in the book only. So take a pen or a pencil and solve. See, this is question number 1 below. You can see that 950 14% convertible debenture of rupees 100 each issued at par and redeemable at par, issued at par, redeemable at par, were converted into equity share of rupees 10 each, were converted into equity share of rupees 10 each, issued at par. So everything is at par. Debenture is issued at par, debenture will be redeemed at par, equity share will be issued at par. Par. Journalize the issue and redemption. Only 2 entries you have to pass, one at the time of issue of the debenture and second directly at the time of redemption. Do I need to pass entry for interest? क्या इंटरेस्ट की एंट्री पास करेंगे? नहीं पूछा है. They only asked issue entry, redemption entry. तो issue के वक्त एंट्री क्या करेंगे? What is the entry for issue? But before that, I want to ask you a question. Number of shares to be issued. Number of shares to be issued. आराम से think and answer. First calculate what is the amount of debenture that I have to redeem. 950 into 100. 95,000. We are required to redeem 95,000. And then you see conversion ratio. Conversion ratio is that they will be converted into equity share of rupees 10 each. So divide by 10. 9,000. So guess how many equity share will be issued? It's written there below the answer. One is printed, just tick mark if you have understood. It is there. In the exam, you have to write yourself. In the exam, you have to calculate this yourself. First, calculate the amount payable to debenture holder, 95,000. Amount payable to debenture holder is 95,000, 950 into 100. And issue price of equity share is 10 rupees, issued at par only, 10 rupees. So the number of equity share to be issued on conversion will be 9,500. Now you complete the journal entry. In your book only, take a pen, pencil. On issue, the entry will be bank account debit. Bank account debit कितना लिखोगे? What is bank account debit? 95,000. Right. To debenture application and allotment account, 95,000. Then debenture application and allotment account debit 95,000 to 14% debenture account 95,000. Then on redemption, first you will pass the entry 14% debenture account debit 95,000 to debenture holder account 95,000. Because everything is at par, and the last entry for issue of share will be debenture holder account debit 95,000 to equity share capital account 95,000. Narration I have written being the issue of 9,500 equity share of rupees 10 each at par on conversion of 950 debentures. Is it right? Any query on these entries? See if you have understood. Easy? Such easy question they have stopped asking. That is problem for the beginner. First time. Okay. Now we'll make a small change in the problem. And this time you will solve on your own. In the book only, take a pencil and solve. Rupees 95,000. 14% debenture of rupees 100 each. Now this is already rupees 95,000. Okay. Don't again multiply by 100. That was 950 into 100. This time they have done the multiplication of rupees 100 each issued at par and redeemable at par were converted into equity share of rupees 10 each, but issued at a premium of 25%. Journalize the issue and redemption of debenture. First question is, what is the amount payable to debenture holder? 95,000. What is the issue price of equity share? Issue price is 12.5. Issue price is 12.5. What is the number of shares issued? 7,000. Let me check. Yes, amazing. So first we'll prepare this working note, which is already there in your book. Tick mark on the below the journal entry. I have done that working note for you. Is it there? Tick mark. Now pass entry yourself. Classwork, class test. This question is assume class test. Pass entries in the book only. Try. Are you trying? First three entries will be same. First three entries will be exactly same with the amount also. But the last entry will change. So who has done? Good candidate will try. Okay, time over. Check the answer now. First entry will be same, bank account debit 95,000 to debenture application and allotment account 95,000. Did you get it? Second entry will be debenture application and allotment account debit 95,000 to 14% debenture account 95,000. Third entry will be 14% debenture account debit 95,000 to debenture holder account 95. I said three entries will be same. Fourth entry will change because in fourth entry equity shares are issued at a premium. So some amount you have to transfer to premium account also. Is it right? So the entry will be debenture holder account debit 95,000. And how much amount you will transfer to equity share capital? 76,000. So how 76,000 has come? Write in bracket 7,600 into 10. 7,600 shares issued at the rate of 10 rupees. And 2 securities premium. 7,600 into 2.5. Just check, is it matching? Yes. 19,000. Honestly answer who got the last entry fully right. Fully right. Fully right. Yes. Yes or no? But you didn't raise hand. Okay. Come on, next question 3. This time one more small change we are going to do in the problem. 950. This time number is 950. 14% debenture of 100 rupees each issued at par and redeemable at par were converted into equity share of rupees 10 each, issued at a discount of 5%. Issued at a? What is issued at a discount of 5%? Equity share. So what will be the issue price per share? Issue price per share will be 10 minus 5%. 9.50? 9.50. How much amount we have to pay to debenture holder? 95,000. Type 95,000 on calculator and divide by 9.50. So 10,000 share will be issued. Yes or no? Yes. आवाज नहीं आई. Yes or no? Yes. That's good. So first you check the working note printed below. 95,000 divided by 9.50 is equal to 10,000. And this time the equity shares are issued at a discount. So while passing the last entry, the fourth entry, you have to debit discount on issue of share. So first you complete the problem yourself, then we'll check. First 3 entries will be same. Come on. So check the answer now. Time over. Done. So how many of you have done? Raise hand. Full raise. As if you are participating in election rally. Okay. So the answer would be like this. Check the answer. Bank account debit 95,000. Debenture application and allotment account 95,000. Debenture application and allotment account debit 95,000 to 14% debenture account 95,000. Pass the entry for amount due 14% debenture account debit to debenture holder account 95,000. This time the entry will be like this, the last entry. Debenture holder account debit 95,000. Discount on issue of share account debit 5,000 to equity share capital account 1. Written 1 lakh or 95,000. Who got this entry right? Fully. Fully. Being the issue of 10,000 equity share of rupees 10 each at 5% discount on conversion of 950 debentures. Now this question has asked you to issue shares at a discount, but Under Companies Act 2013, now shares cannot be issued at a discount. So this is only for concept. Only for concept, because practically this question will not be possible, but as a concept it is okay. So it's a concept problem. Now one more question try. Fourth number. Rupees 95,000. This time they have mentioned rupees 95,000. Don't again multiply by 100. वापस 100 से multiply नहीं करेंगे. 14% debenture of 100 each issued at par and redeemable at par were converted into equity share of rupees 10 each, issued at 9.50 paid up. Now what is the difference between question number 3 and question number 4? In question number 3, face value of equity share was 10, issue price was 9.50 and discount was 0.5. This is previous question. And this is the new question, current question. In current question, face value is 10, paid up value will be 9.50. Is there any discount here? No. What about the remaining 50 paise? That will be called later. That will be called later. So here this 50 paise will be treated as uncalled capital right now. Okay. So you assume as if the shares are issued at 9.50 paid up, remaining 50 paise is not a discount, but it is an uncalled amount. So that will be called in future whenever the company needs funds. Okay. So do not debit. Do not debit which account? Discount account. So my question is, how many equity share will be issued? 10,000? 95,000 divide by 9.50. So number of share issued will be 10,000. But don't debit the discount. So entry will be, first entry write on your own. First you complete on your own. Bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. Debenture application and allotment account to debenture. Same amount. Amount due to debenture holder, same amount. 95,000. And the last entry will be debenture holder account to equity share capital account 95,000. Is right? Yes. Is it right? Yes. Being the issue of 10,000 debenture of rupees 10 each, as rupees 9.50 paid up in conversion of 950 debentures. Baki 50 paise they will call at a future date whenever they need funds. Okay. These 4 questions are easy questions, warm up exercise. Now we'll come to a little advanced version. So from question number 5 onwards, these are exam oriented problems, so they can be asked in the exam. Solve question number 5 now in the notebook. Remaining question will solve in the notebook. A company has issued, बाकी question notebook में solve करेंगे. A company has issued 20,000 13% debenture of rupees 100 each on 1st April 20x1. 20x1 year. So whatever is that X we don't know. The debentures are due for redemption on 1st July 20x2. The terms of the issue The terms of the issue of debenture provided that they were redeemable at a premium of 5% and also conferred option to the debenture holders to convert 20% of their holding into equity share. Nominal value is rupees 10. Nominal value means face value at a price of rupees 15 per share. Then what is the question? Debenture holding 2500 debentures did not exercise the option, which means balancing debentures exercise the option. Calculate the number of equity shares to be allotted to debenture holders exercising the option to the maximum. Only a calculation based question, okay? No calculation, no entries to be passed, no ledger to be prepared, no balance sheet to be prepared. Just give me total number of equity share to be issued. Try yourself. So this is a 4-mark question, and if you get it right, you get full 4, and if you get it wrong, you lose 4 marks. So today we'll see how many of you will get 4 marks. Class test only. This is the class test. Instant result also I'll give you. Two friends can combine together and solve, okay? Question number. Sit with that fellow. Take this question on the screen. 2500 did not subscribe, okay? Did not go for conversion. कितने लोगों के पास नोट्स नहीं है? हाथ उठाओ. नोट्स नहीं है. 3 इधर है. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. क्यों नहीं है? Okay. Keep trying. 30 seconds more. Those who are holding 2500 debenture did not go for conversion. Others, they want to convert. How many of you have reached the answer? You. Write whatever answer you've got on a piece of paper, okay? Later on, no cheating. This is a class test, instant result. Question is on the screen. Only one more paragraph is there. 2500 debenture holders don't want to convert, which means 80% wants to convert. And if they want to convert, how much portion is convertible? Only 20% portion is convertible. Entire is not convertible. It is a partly convertible debenture. Test your intelligence in full public view now, okay? How much intelligent you are will be known today. Okay, done. Write your answer on a piece of paper and keep it with you. Okay, so we'll write the answer now. Take a notebook, write down and check how much you have got it. By this time you should have done it. This much time was sufficient to solve. You have to see how many total debentures are there. 20,000. How many did not convert? Remove them. Throw them out. What is the remaining amount? So those who want to convert 17,500, they will get into 20%. 3,000. And what is the redemption amount per share, per debenture? 100 rupees the face value, but they will get 5% premium. So the amount payable to these people who want to convert will be at the rate of 105. So multiply and then divide by the issue price of equity share. The issue price of equity share is given 15 rupees. So let us write down that in a proper sequence. But calculator could have been used and you could have got the answer in 30 seconds. Let us write down heading calculation of number of equity shares to be allotted. And then we will see how many of you got it right. Calculation of number of equity shares to be allotted. They don't give 4 marks so easily in the exam. So first hand, you right hand side write down numbers. Write numbers. Point number A, write total number of debentures. How many debentures are there? 20,000. Right. Total number of debentures, right? 20,000. How many of them decided not to convert? 2,500. So point B, write down less not opted for conversion. Less not opted for conversion. Less not opted for conversion 2,500. Okay, write neatly. One day you have to read also. Point C, write down debenture holders who opted for conversion. A minus B. So what will be the answer here? This is how you will present the answer in detail. Total 20,000 minus 2,500, 17,500. Point D, option for conversion. Those who will opt for conversion, only 20% will be converted, not 100%. Did you multiply by 20% or forgot? Who forgot? Raise hand. Forgot to multiply by 20%. Everybody. Amazing. So write down option for conversion 20%. So the number of debentures to be converted would be C into D. 17,500 into 20%. 3,500. So first you have to reach this number. Redemption value per debenture. What is redemption value per debenture? Redemption value, tell me, 10. And you have to convert, this was 3,500. Which means this amount is convertible into equity shares. Multiply. So redemption value of 3,500 debenture will be, anybody wants to answer 3,500 into 105? 367? Sure. This amount is to be converted into equity share. This 367,500 is to be converted into equity share. So the question was, how many equity share will be issued? Now search for issue price of equity share in the question. 15 rupees or 10 rupees? 15 rupees. Issue price per equity share. Issue price per equity share. Is it 15? Now last line, write yourself. Number of equity share to be issued. 24,500. Formula write down G upon H. G upon H, 24,500. Is it right? Okay, now you have written on a piece of paper your answer. Show me that piece of paper where you have written. Okay. Show your honesty and tell me how many of you got 24,500 right. Honestly. 24,500. That's it. Welcome to CA profession. Okay. Okay, now we'll try 6 number in the notebook again, but this is a journal entry based problem. Libra Limited recently made a public issue. Now this is a 8-mark question, at least 8 marks. If at all they ask you. Libra Limited recently made a public issue in respect of which the following information is available. Each word, each line is important. First point A. Number of partly convertible debenture issued 2 lakh. Number of debenture issued 2 lakh. And they have written partly convertible debenture. Partly means entire amount will not be converted into share. Like the previous problem, face value and issue price both are 100 rupees per debenture. So is there any premium they are charging on issue of debenture? Is there any discount on issue of debenture? Good. Convertible portion per debenture is 60%. So 60% means out of this 100 rupees, 60 rupees will be converted into equity share. Remaining 40 will remain as a debenture. Date of conversion. Every line, every word is important. Date of conversion is on expiry of 6 months from the date of closing of issue. When will the debenture be converted into equity share? 6 months after the closure of issue. Closure of issue के 6 months के बाद, ठीक है? And what will be the value of debenture that will be converted? Value 2 lakh into 60. 2 lakh into 60 is 1 crore 20 lakh. Is right? So debenture of the value of 1 crore 20 lakh will be converted into equity shares. So from that you have understood this much. Date of closure of subscription list is 1520x1. Now what is the importance of this date? This is linked to point number 2. Conversion will take place 6 months from the date of closing of the issue. So, and closure date is 1520x1. Add 6 months to that. When will debenture be converted into share? Add 6 months to that. 1520x1 plus 6 months. Come on. 111. 11120x1. Okay. So one more date is given in the problem. You can't see, but it is there. Date of conversion. 1st November 2000x1. Date of allotment is 1st June 20x1. Rate of interest is 15% payable from the date of allotment. So when will the company start paying interest? From the date of allotment. They will count the number of months, not from the date of closure. So when you will calculate the interest, your interest meter will start from 1st of June. Value of equity share for the purpose of conversion is 60 rupees. Face value rupees 10. So my question is, same old question, how many equity share will be issued? How many equity share will be issued? Number of equity share, guess. You have to discharge 1 crore 20 lakh. And they have very clearly mentioned issue price is 60 rupees. So the number of equity share to be issued will be, face value is 10. So how much is premium they are charging? How much premium they are charging on conversion? 50 rupees. Face value 10, issue price is 60, premium is 50 rupees. Is it right? So first you take out your notebook, write working note 1. In working note 1, write neatly, number of equity share to be issued on conversion. This is, I will write working note 1. Number of equity shares to be issued on conversion. Right hand side write rupees. First point number A, write down. Value of debentures. Value of debentures to be converted into shares. Value of debentures to be converted into shares. 2 lakh multiplied by, into bracket, 100 into 60%, means 60 rupees. So that comes to 1 crore 20 lakh. 2 lakh debenture, 100 rupee out of 100, 60% is convertible. Point B, write down issue price. Issue price per share is 60 rupees. This question has given us the amount 60 rupees. So given. So when it is written given, means the answer is there in the question only. It is not a calculated figure. Point C, number of equity shares to be issued A upon B. पहले कैलकुलेटर पे 1 करोड़ 20 लाख टाइप करेंगे. टाइप 1 करोड़ 20 लाख डिवाइड बाय 60, you'll get 2 lakh shares. You got 2 lakh shares. 2 lakh शेयर का आंसर आ गया. ठीक है. So this will be required while solving the journal entry. Next point, underwriting commission is 2%. What is the meaning of underwriting commission? Underwriting commission means, have you heard this word underwriter? Underwriter means, one person is trying to answer. Come on. Underwriter. One more person wants to try, huh?
The person who publicizes or gives the shares, like he is ready to take the.
So underwriter means what you said, I understand, is a person who takes the responsibility of ensuring that public will subscribe to the debenture that you have issued. So we have issued 2 lakh debenture. So we promise that public will subscribe 2 lakh debentures. If public don't subscribe, we will buy the unsubscribed portion. So they are giving assurance to the company that these many debentures will be subscribed by the public. And for that they charge you a fees called underwriting commission. In this question it is at the rate of 2%. Okay. So how to calculate that? Let us see. How many debentures were issued? 2 lakh. Number of debentures applied for? 1,50,000. So what about the remaining 50,000 now? Underwriter will have to buy? Okay, so one more working note to write down. First we'll discuss this underwriter's commission. Calculation of underwriter's commission. Underwriter's commission. So underwriters are people who give assurance to the company that a certain number of share or debenture will be subscribed. If public don't subscribe, we will subscribe. Right hand side, write down amount. First, understand, we can solve the answer anytime. Number of debentures. Number of debentures underwritten. Number of debentures underwritten, 2 lakh. So the underwriters have taken the responsibility of 2 lakh debentures. Is it there 2 lakh in your question somewhere? Less application received. Write down applications received. Everything you have to write in detail. After some months when you'll open the notebook, you should be able to understand. Point C, write down. Therefore, underwriter's liability. First we have to compute how many debenture underwriters will have to purchase. So underwriter will have to purchase 50,000 debenture. Okay, this is number based calculation. Now I am going to ask you a question. Underwriter's commission. Will he get commission on? Underwriter's commission. Will he get commission on? Option A, 2 lakh debenture. Option B, 1,50,000 debenture. Option C, 50,000 debenture. Suppose it is an MCQ question. He will get commission on 2 lakh or 1.5 lakh or 0.5 lakh. So vote for 2 lakh. 2 lakh. How many of you think he will get commission on 2 lakh debenture? So many people. Amazing. How many of you think he'll get commission on 1.5 lakh debenture? 1.5 lakh. Close contest. 0.5. 0.5. The right answer is not 0.5. The right answer is not 1.5. Therefore, the right answer is 2 lakh. He will get commission on entire 2 lakh. Is it right? Not 1.5 lakh. You will get commission on number of debentures underwritten. This is how underwriting agreement works. If suppose I go by your logic and it says, somebody said 1.5 lakh, let us assume nobody subscribed. Hypothetically, let us assume underwriter will have to buy entire 2 lakh. But in that case, as per your logic, the answer should be 0. Those who said the answer is 1.5 lakh, if I reduce it to 0, the answer is also. So underwriter will say, I have taken so much effort, I did so much publicity, and what I am getting in return? 0. So how are you bothered? Your 2 lakh debentures are sold, whether public buys or I buy. So therefore I need commission on 2 lakh. So the right answer is 2 lakh. So how do you calculate commission? 2 lakh into, what is the face value of debenture? 100 rupees. In this question, face value and issue price both are 100. So the problem is not there. But sometimes issue price is different. Then I will take issue price. Then I will take issue price, because he has to work on that issue price. He has to convince people to buy at issue price, and into the percentage. 2%. 4 lakh rupees commission we will have to pay. Now this figure is rupees. So write rupees 4 lakh. Other figures are quantity. This figure is rupees. Any query on this? So actually 2 entries are involved here. Underwriter will also purchase 50,000 debenture from the company. So we'll have to pass entry for 50,000 debenture issued to underwriter also. You have to pass entry for commission payable to underwriter also. And then we'll pass entry for net amount receivable from underwriter. Underwriter will pay us 50,000 into 100. We will pay him 4 lakh. Balance will be settled from underwriter in cash. Is it right? Next adjustment. Interest is payable on debenture half yearly on 30th September and 31st March. Okay. Now let us me read one more line. Write relevant journal entries for all transactions arising out of the above during the year ended 31st March 2002, including cash and bank entries. So you have to pass entries up to which date? You have to pass entry up to 31st March. See the important dates in this problem. 1st May 20x1, closure of issue. Yes or no? Then 1st June 20x1. What is the significance? Date of allotment. Then you will have 30th September 20x1. Interest will be paid. Interest will be paid. From which date to which date? 1st June to 30th September. So we'll pay interest for 4 months here. June, July, August, September. Interest for 4 months. If I ask you to calculate what will be the amount of interest, will you be able to calculate and give me the answer? So tell me how much interest will be paid on this date, that is 30th September. Anybody? How much interest will be paid on 30th September? Try at least. If it goes wrong, don't worry. How much interest will be paid on 30th September? This is a simple, Is it 10 lakh? 10,000. My goodness, the answer is varying from 10,000 to 10 lakh. Multiplier of 100 difference. 10 lakh? You said 10,000. What is the value of debenture you issued? 2 lakh into 100. 2 crore. Type 2 crore into 4 by 12 into, what is the rate of interest? 15%. It comes to how much? 10 lakh. 10 lakh, 1 lakh, 10,000. I am little surprised. Okay, 10 lakh. Majority. I'll go with majority. Democratic country. Majority rules. Hello, brother. 10,000. How did you get 10,000? Just explain. I forgot to multiply by 100. Okay, that's okay. So now what is the next significant date in this problem? 1st November 20x1, because 6 months from the closure of the issue. 6 months from the closure of the issue. 6 months are over. Conversion will take place. Conversion of debenture. So these are the important dates for passing entry. So you have already calculated how much debenture will be converted. 1 crore 20 lakh will be converted into equity share. 2 lakh equity share issued. 2 lakh equity shares issued on this date. But one thing you will forget, plus one more entry. Those debenture which have got converted into share, on that will pay interest. On that will pay, because last interest is paid on 30th September. Conversion is taking place on 1st of November. What is the gap between 30th September and 1st of November? 1 month plus interest on 1.2 crore for 1 month. They will also demand interest for 1 month, because for 1 month it was outstanding as a debenture. And what is the next date? 31st March 20x2 will pay interest. Interest on rupees 80 lakhs. How did you reach 80 lakh? 2 crore rupees was the value of debenture issued. On 1st of November, 1 crore 20 lakh got converted. 2 crore rupees debenture issued, 1.2 crore got converted. 80 lakh rupees is still outstanding at the rate of 15% for 6 months. So how much interest are you going to pay on 31st March? Try. 6 lakh. One more thing. How much interest you will pay on 1st November? 1 crore 20 lakh into 1 by 12 into 15%. 1 lakh? Is it 1,50,000? So this small graph contains all the details about the problem. Is it right? No. Underwriter detail is not appearing, but that will do in the entries. Is it right? So now what you do, write one format, journal. All of you write down, in the books of Libra Limited, at the top write question number, page number, question number, page number on your own. Then in the books of Libra Limited, journal entries. In the books of Libra Limited, journal entries. One full page, 2 page you will draw, 2 full pages you will draw. Date, particulars. Okay. So something like this format you draw and keep it ready. Date, particulars, ledger, folio, debit, credit, rupees. 2 full pages. Those who don't have a scale, you bring it from tomorrow. Date, particulars, ledger, folio, debit, credit, rupees. This ledger folio column is optional. You want to draw, you draw. If you don't want, don't draw. 2 pages you have drawn. Done. 2 pages. Okay, now start. First May 20x1. 1st May 20x1. You will receive application money from debenture holders. Bank account debit. 1,50,000 people subscribed at the rate of 100 rupees. So that comes to 1 crore 50 lakh. That comes to 1 crore 50 lakh. Narration I will dictate. narration will be, write down, being application money received. Being application money received on 1,50,000 debentures. Being application money received on 1,50,000 debentures. At the rate of rupees 100 each. At the rate of rupees 100 each. At the rate of rupees 100 each. But when was the allotment made? 1st June 20x1. So now on this date, to the public will allot 1,50,000 debenture. To the public will allot 1,50,000 debenture, and we will allot 50,000 debenture to underwriters also. We'll allot 50,000 debenture to, and pass entry in such a manner that it becomes amount due from the underwriter. So the entry will be, this was bank account debit to debenture application account. You've written? Okay, now write debenture application account debit 1,50 lakh. Underwriters account debit. In case if the question gives you name of the underwriter, then you write his name. So sometime they will give you Modi and Shah company. So then you will write that. Okay. This time not given. So underwriters account only. How much amount you will receive from underwriter? 50,000 in 200. 50 lakh. To 15% debentures account. So you should write the interest rate as a prefix. Okay. So that comes to 2 crore. Being allotment of 1,50,000 debenture to, being allotment of 1,50,000 debentures to applicants, and 50,000 debentures to, underwriters, and 50,000 debentures to underwriters. Now on the same day, you pass an entry for commission. Pass an entry for commission. Commission payable calculation we have done. How much? 4 lakh. So the next entry you write on the same day, underwriting commission account debit. Underwriting commission account debit 4 lakh to underwriters account, 4 lakh. Being underwriting commission payable, to underwriters, being underwriting commission payable to underwriters at the rate of 2%, on rupees 2 crore, at the rate of 2% on rupees 2 crore, full amount, this 2 crore, not 1 crore 50 lakh. Now you see, you are a good student of accounts. Debit 50 lakh, credit 4 lakh. Debit 50 lakh, credit 4 lakh. So is the net amount receivable or payable? Receivable. How much? 46 lakh. Entry Bank account debit 46 lakh. To underwriter's account 46 lakh. So same date write down. So this underwriter story will come to an end. Bank account debit 46 lakh. To underwriter's account 46 lakh. Being amount received from underwriter. Being amount received from underwriter. Being amount received from underwriter. On settlement of account. Being amount received from underwriter on settlement of account. On settlement of account. So these are the entries related to issue, allotment and underwriter. Up to this you have already studied earlier also. Is it right? Now interest payment. When will be the interest payment date? 30th September. So go to 30th September. 20x1. Debenture interest account debit. To bank. And the amount will be 2 crore is the face value. 15% is the rate. And time from date of allotment till 30th September is 4 months. So this time they will pay only for 4 months. Thereafter 6 months. Every time. Come on, fast. 10 lakh. Being interest paid. Being interest paid. Okay. Written being interest paid. For 4 months write down. Being interest paid for 4 months. Being interest paid for 4 months. Have you written? Yes. What is the next date we will write? 1st November 20x1. On this date we have to convert debenture. On this date we have to convert how much? 1 crore? Doubt. Wait, doubt. From date of closure. Closure date is 1st May. But date of closure means the date when the last date of making application is closed. Because 2 words are clearly given. Date of closure, date of allotment. And the conversion will take place 6 months after the date of closing. So since the date of closing is separately given, we'll take date of closing only. Okay. If it was not given, then we'll take allotment. Date of closing is given na 1520x1. And the wordings are also from the date of closing. The issue is closed. Subsequent formalities later. So his question is why we are taking 11, why not 12? 1/5 is the date of closure plus 6 months. We'll come to this date. So tell me the entry. Entry. 15% debenture account debit. 15% debenture account debit. 1 crore 20 lakh. To equity share capital. Go to your first working note. You have issued 2 lakh share. into 10 and 2 securities premium and 2 securities premium. 2 securities premium will be 2 lakh into 50. How much is 2 lakh into 50? This is 2 lakh. Sorry, this is 20 lakh. And this is 1 crore. Being conversion of 60% of debentures. Being conversion of 60% of debentures into equity shares. Being conversion of 60% debentures into 2 lakh equity shares. Done. On this date we'll pass one more entry. Interest entry. Only on this 1 crore 20 lakh. Once the debentures are converted, they will ask for interest of 1 month. And they will become now equity shareholder. So entry will be debenture interest account debit to bank. Now calculation will be only on 1 crore 20 lakh into 15% into 1 by 12, 1 month only. 1 lakh? Check 1,50,000 being interest paid on converted portion of debenture. Being interest paid on converted portion of debenture for 1 month. Interest paid on converted portion of debenture for 1 month. Interest paid on converted portion of debenture for 1 month. Now one more entry is pending. Which is the entry pending? 31st March 20 X2 debenture interest to bank again. Debenture interest account debit to bank. Now my question is, what will be the amount? So out of 2 crore, 1 crore 20 lakh have got converted into equity share. बचे कितने? 80 lakh into 15% into 6 by 12. This is 6 lakh. Being interest paid on rupees 80 lakh for 6 months. Interest paid on rupees 80 lakh for 6 months. Interest paid for 6 months written. Now what you do, check how much is the total amount you have debited to debenture interest account. Debenture interest account में हमने कितना debit किया है? Calculate total debit to debenture interest account. This is 10 lakh. This is below 1,50,000 and this is 6 lakh. 3 times we have debited. 3 बार debit किया है. So what is the total? One more entry. 31st March 20 X2. 31st March 20. Profit and loss account debit 17 lakh 50,000. Correct? To debenture interest account. To debenture interest account 17 lakh 50,000. Right narration. Being debenture interest transferred to. Being debenture interest transferred to profit and loss account. Debenture interest transferred to profit and loss account. Wait, एक और एंट्री बाकी है. 31st March 20 X2. एक अंडरराइटिंग कमीशन अकाउंट भी खोल रखा है आपने, उसको भी समाप्त करो, क्लोज करो. P&L अकाउंट डेबिट 4 लाख जो भी एक्सपेंस होता है उसको भी राइट ऑफ कर देंगे. 2. Underwriting commission. Your commission is also an expense. You transfer that also to P&L account. To underwriting commission 4 lakh. Being underwriting commission charged to profit and loss account. Being underwriting commission charged to profit and loss account. अब एक नीचे नोट लिखेंगे, राइट अ नोट बिलो. इट इज अज्यूम्ड दैट Libra Limited is a listed company. Hence, no amount were transferred to DRR, debenture redemption reserve, and no DRR investment was made. Okay. Next paragraph, right? If we assume Libra Limited is unlisted company, and it is not AIFI. What is AIFI? Comma, banking company, comma, NBFC and HFC. Then it has to transfer 10% of non-convertible portion. 10% of non-convertible portion. It has to transfer 10% of non-convertible portion to DRR and make an investment equal to 15% of non-convertible portion, and make an investment equal to 15% of non-convertible portion. Following two additional entries will be passed. First you write profit and loss account debit to debenture redemption reserve. The total debenture value is 2 crore. Non-convertible portion is 40%. Non-convertible portion is 60% is convertible, and the DRR rate has been reduced to 10% now. DRR rate has been reduced to, so if this company wants, it can create a DRR in this year, maybe next year also. Okay. before redemption they have to create DRR. Anytime this non-convertible portion before redemption they have to create DRR. So what is this amount? 8 lakh. 8 lakh they will have to transfer to DRR anytime before redemption. And one more entry you write, DRR investment account debit to bank account. So here the calculation will be 2 crore into 40%. And what is the investment requirement? 15%. Be present every day so that you will understand what is happening. The last 2 days we have discussed this issue for a very long time. Okay. Is it coming to 12 lakh? Yes. So if the company belongs to unlisted company and it is also not AIFI, banking, HFC, NBFC, then such companies will have to create 10% DRR on non-convertible portion and invest 15% of the non-convertible portion amount into safe security. Is it right? When they will want to pass this entry, they can pass it later also. So I have not written the date. I have not written the date. They can pass it anytime. As long as you have a balance in P&L account on the date of passing this entry. Right? And this investment can be made any time up to 30th April before the redemption in the next year. We don't know the redemption date in this question. Do we know the redemption date of the non-convertible portion? We don't know. We don't know. Is it right? So at least we have made our point clear. If it is an unlisted company, this will be the additional 2 entries. Okay. So now we'll go to next question, number 7. Please come to question number 7. Redemption of debenture by conversion. Problem for homework. Oh, homework. Write homework. Solve in the notebook and come. Okay. So you will try. Tomorrow we'll discuss the answer. Or the answer is also printed. Don't read the answer. So one homework today. Simple question. 4 or 5 entries only you have to pass. Question number 007. Homework. Noted? Just one small announcement. Tomorrow will be accounts batch. My batch will remain off. Okay, only those who are attending live classes. Those who are watching on virtual, continue to study. Okay. So, tomorrow accounts batch will not be there. Other batches will be there. Question number 7 is homework. Now we'll take some more advanced questions. But before that, we need to have a long discussion on own debenture. What is own debenture? A company which purchases its own debenture from the market, either for cancellation or for investment, is called own debenture. Mostly they will cancel it, but they can hold it also and save interest on that. Okay. So that is called own debenture. Company may purchase its own debenture in the open market if it is available at par or at below par. If it is available below par, there is one more benefit. You will make profit on cancellation. Of course, you will save interest in both cases. But if you purchase below par, what is the added advantage? Profit on cancellation. You had issued debenture for 1 lakh rupees. So you have an obligation to pay 1 lakh. But if it is available at 90,000 in the market, you buy it at 90,000 and cancel them. So how much you saved? 10,000 you will save. Otherwise, at the time of redemption, you'll have to pay 1 lakh, but you were able to buy it back for 90,000. So that is how companies operate. This, however, should be as per the debenture trust deed. What is debenture trust deed? It's a document the company has to sign with the debenture trustees to protect the interest of debenture holder, so that companies don't do things which are against the interest of the debenture holders. So company can purchase own debenture only if it is allowed by debenture trust deed or agreement with the debenture holders. Now, what are the objectives of purchasing own debenture? The objective of purchasing own debenture can be just to keep it as a general investment. Keep it as a, see, you make investment elsewhere also. आप बैंक FD में भी इन्वेस्ट करते ही हैं, you get 6% interest. You can think that I am investing in my own debenture, and your own debenture may be offering 11% interest. So indirectly you are saving 11% interest. And then point number 3, some companies, what they do, they may hold it as a general investment for some years, and then later on they will sell in the market. Can they sell in the market later? Yes. And if the market price rises, for example, they purchased at 95 and the market price rises to 99, they might sell it and they might make some profit on that. Okay, like share market, debenture market is also there, and this also fluctuates, but the fluctuation in debenture market is less. Fluctuation in share market is higher, because in share market there is no fixed rate of interest, there is no fixed redemption amount, there is no redemption date, so therefore there the volatility is more. But in debenture market the volatility is not as much as share market, but it is there. So why not to make a profit of 4 rupees also on 100 rupees? And suppose it's a debenture of say 100 crore, you end up making huge amount of profit. So therefore this market also has lot of buying and trading activity. But in your syllabus I have seen most of the question belong to second category. What is second category? Cancel immediately. Purchase from the market and cancel immediately. So what will happen? Your liability in the balance sheet will go down. Your liability in the balance sheet will go down, okay? And you will save interest also for future period. From the date of cancellation, you don't have to pay the interest. If 10 lakh is the amount of debenture outstanding, 2 lakh we have bought back from the market. So in future we'll pay interest only on 8 lakh rupees. Right? 2 lakh will be cancelled, liability is also reduced. Read the problem carefully and check whether you fall under case 1 or case 2 or case 3. It is normally mentioned in the problem. If nothing is given, then you have to solve by assumption. Like the previous question, Libra Limited. The question had stated that Libra Limited issued debenture. Okay. And it was a public issue. But then still we don't know whether it is a listed company or not. Normally when it is a public issue, you can safely assume listed company. Public issue is made by whom? Public issue is made by whom? That is why I have written in the note. It is assumed that Libra Limited is a listed company. And as per the revised rule of transfer to DRR, listed companies are not required to create DRR. Is it right? But they are required to create investment. They are required to create investment. Anyway, so this assumption you may have to make. This diagram also I have drawn for you. Either you cancel now, cancel later, general investment, and sell later to make a profit. you will be given the instruction in the question. Debentures can be purchased either on cum interest basis or ex interest basis. Do you remember cum interest price and ex interest price? Okay, we'll check how much you remember. Okay. Suppose a company pays interest 2 times in a year, on 31st March and on 30th September. These are the 2 interest payment dates. साल में 2 बार interest देती है, 31st March and 30th September. And the transaction suppose takes place on 1st of July 2000 whatever 20. Last interest was already paid up to 31st March 20. Next interest will be paid on 30th September 20. So I will give you some detail and then you answer. Okay. Face value is 100 rupees. Rate of interest 12%. Then cum interest price is 103. What will be ex interest price? So those who have not attended cum interest, ex interest for them, but briefly, cum interest price means prices including the interest. The one who is selling was holding the debenture for this period. The seller was holding the debenture from 1st April to 1st July. How many months? April, May, June. Don't count July. 3 months. So he would ask you to pay interest for 3 months also. He will ask you to pay interest for, because on 30th September the company will pay interest to the person who is holding the debenture. So the buyer will be holding the debenture on 30th September. The buyer will get the interest for 6 months from the company. But he was holding the debenture only for 3 months. First 3 months it was held by the seller. So seller will charge you 2 things. In a cum interest price, he charges you the price of the debenture plus interest accrued for 3 months. So this includes 2 things. Ex interest price plus interest for 3 months. So my question is, convert cum interest price into ex interest price. 100 rupees. How did you reach 100? So I will compute interest on 100 rupees at 12% for 3 months. 3 rupees. So you have to calculate interest from 1st April to 1st July. This period interest has accrued. Seller wants to be compensated for that interest accrued. So it includes 3 rupees. So if I have to find ex interest price, I will take cum interest price minus interest is equal to ex interest price. So in our example, the ex interest price will be 100 rupees. Okay, one more example. Quickly answer. I will change all these numbers. Now you are used to it. I will change the date also. Okay. 1st June I will make it. Face value 100, interest rate 6%, cum interest price question mark, ex interest price 103. Find out the cum interest price. Find out the cum interest price. Lock your answer in your page. Write in pencil. Let me see how many of you get it right. What is the cum interest price? First you tell me what is the period for which interest has accrued. 2 months. 100 into 6% into 2 by 12. How much is that? 1 rupee. You are moving from X interest to cum interest. So the formula is X interest price plus interest. 104. Okay. Got it? One more try. You want to try one more? Okay, I will change everything again. So you try. Suppose the date of transaction date is 1st of August 2020. Face value 100, interest rate 18%, cum interest price 105. You have to find out X interest price. You have to find out X interest price. 90? 99. Yes? Okay, so first you count from this date to this date. How many months? 4 months. So on 100 rupees, 18%, 4 months. Is it 6 rupees? To get X interest price, you have to take 105 minus 6, 99. Own debenture can be purchased from the market either at cum interest price or it depends how the seller wants to quote the price. How the seller wants to quote the price. Now I remember one homework I had given. In which country cum interest price is more popular and in which countries X interest price is more popular. I am sure your Google may not have answered that query. Is it right? You have to try more. Go to 4th, 5th, 6th page of Google. Then you will get it. So, cum interest price means price is including interest. X interest price means price is excluding interest. Okay. Now, just quickly we will go through journal entries. Whether you purchase, now keep that in mind, whether you purchase on X interest basis or cum interest basis, own debenture when you purchase will be debited at X interest. This is the price I am paying for debenture and this is the interest I am paying. So in both cases I am paying for debenture X interest price and I am paying for interest. Only if cum interest is given, the student will have to first find out its X interest value and then pass entry at X interest price. Entry will be for X interest price, own debenture account debit, interest account debit to bank account total amount paid, which will be cum interest price. This entry will be same whether the purchase is on X interest basis or cum interest basis. Okay. I will again repeat one example. Suppose you purchase goods, okay, where it is written basic price 100 rupees, GST 18, total 118. Another party will say the price is 118 including that GST. In both cases the entry will be like this. Purchase will be debited with 100, input tax credit 18 to bank 11. Entry will be same whether your invoice shows GST separately or the invoice price is including GST. Exactly same logic will apply when we purchase own debenture, whether it is cum interest or X interest will be easy to pass the entry. This is given, this you have to calculate. In cum interest problem, this is given bank and then you have to break into two parts, own debenture and interest on debenture. Is it right? Okay, so now we'll continue day after tomorrow. It will take some more time to explain the other entries.